We all have a phoenix within us. It's that indomitable spirit, the part of us that refuses to be extinguished, even when life throws its worst at us. It's the voice that whispers, "Get up," when we're knocked down, the flicker of hope that refuses to die, even in the darkest of times. Think about the phoenix, that mythical bird engulfed in flames, only to rise from the ashes, reborn and stronger. It's a powerful symbol of resilience, a testament to the human spirit's ability to overcome even the most devastating setbacks. We all face challenges in life, some small, some so big they threaten to consume us. Betrayal, loss, failure. These are the fires that test our mettle, the flames that threaten to turn our dreams to ash. But it's in these moments, when we're at our most vulnerable, that we discover the true strength within. We find that we're capable of more than we ever thought possible. We learn to pick up the pieces, to mend our broken hearts and shattered dreams. We rise from the ashes not unscathed but stronger, wiser and more determined than before. Life has a way of throwing curveballs when we least expect them. It can be a sudden job loss, a devastating illness, or the shattering betrayal of someone we love. The ground beneath our feet crumbles and we're left reeling, lost in a whirlwind of shock, pain, and disbelief. The world as we knew it ceases to exist. Our carefully constructed plans, our dreams for the future all seem to vanish in an instant. It's like a punch to the gut, leaving us breathless, gasping for air, struggling to make sense of the chaos that's engulfed our lives. The initial shock can be paralyzing. We might find ourselves unable to function, to eat, to sleep. The pain is raw, visceral, a constant ache that throbs in our chest. We may feel like we're drowning in a sea of despair, unsure if we'll ever find our way back to the surface. It's essential to allow ourselves to grieve, to acknowledge the pain and the loss. We can't rush through this process. We can't simply slap on a brave face and pretend that everything is okay. Healing takes time, and we must be patient with ourselves as we navigate this difficult terrain. The first steps after a major setback are often the hardest. The path ahead seems daunting, shrouded in uncertainty and fear. But even in the darkest of times, there's a flicker of hope within us, a spark that refuses to be extinguished. It's this inner strength that will guide us as we begin to pick up the pieces of our shattered lives. One of the first steps is to reach out for support. Talk to a trusted friend, a family member, a therapist, anyone who can offer a listening ear and a shoulder to cry on. Sharing our burden with others can help lighten the load, reminding us that we're not alone in our struggle. It's also crucial to focus on self-care. This might mean ensuring we're eating healthy meals, getting enough sleep, and engaging in gentle exercise. It could involve journaling, meditation, or spending time in nature. Whatever helps us feel grounded and centered can be an invaluable tool in our recovery. Remember, healing is not a linear process. There will be good days and bad days, moments of strength and moments of vulnerability. Be kind to yourself and don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. Fear is a natural human emotion, a primal instinct designed to protect us from danger. But when we're facing the aftermath of a major life setback, fear can become paralyzing, holding us back from moving forward. It whispers doubts in our ears, amplifies our insecurities, and tempts us to stay huddled in our comfort zone, afraid to venture out into the unknown. Courage doesn't mean the absence of fear, but rather the willingness to face our fears head-on. It's about acknowledging those anxieties and doubts, but choosing to move forward despite them. It's about taking that first step, even if our legs are shaking and our hearts are pounding in our chests. One way to combat fear is to break down our challenges into smaller, more manageable steps. Instead of focusing on the overwhelming enormity of the task ahead, we can identify smaller goals that feel less daunting. Each small victory, each step forward, helps build our confidence and momentum, chipping away at the grip of fear. Remember, courage is not a fixed trait, it's a muscle that we can strengthen with practice. Every time we face a fear, every time we choose to step outside our comfort zone, we're building our courage reserves, empowering ourselves to overcome future challenges. Vulnerability is often perceived as a weakness, something to be hidden away and avoided at all costs. But in reality, vulnerability is a source of immense strength. It's the willingness to show up authentically, to let others see our imperfections and our scars, to ask for help when we need it. We allow ourselves to be vulnerable. We open the door to genuine connection and support. We create a space for empathy and understanding, allowing others to see our humanity and offer their compassion. By sharing our stories, we break down the walls of isolation, reminding ourselves that we're not alone in our struggles.
Reaching out for help can be incredibly difficult, especially when we're feeling wounded and vulnerable. But it's important to remember that seeking support is not a sign of weakness, but rather a sign of strength. It takes courage to admit that we can't do it all alone, that we need the love and support of others to help us through challenging times. Embracing vulnerability is not about being weak or helpless. It's about being authentic and courageous. It's about recognizing our shared humanity and building connections that can help us heal and grow.
Recovering from a major setback is not a sprint, it's a marathon. There's no quick fix, no magic wand that can erase the pain or instantly rebuild what's been broken. It's a journey that requires patience, resilience, and a deep understanding that healing takes time. There will be days when we feel like we're making progress, days when we feel a surge of hope and optimism. But there will also be days when the pain resurfaces, when we feel overwhelmed by the enormity of the task ahead. It's crucial to acknowledge these feelings, to allow ourselves to grieve and process the pain without judgment. It's helpful to focus on the present moment, to take things one day at a time. Instead of getting bogged down by the overwhelming enormity of the future, we can focus on taking small, manageable steps forward each day. Each step, no matter how small, is a victory, a sign that we're moving in the right direction. It's also important to celebrate our successes, to acknowledge the progress we've made, no matter how incremental. Every step forward, every hurdle overcome, is a testament to our resilience and our inner strength. In the aftermath of a major setback, it's easy to feel lost and powerless. We may question our abilities, our worth, our very capacity to overcome the challenges we face. But it's precisely in these moments of vulnerability that we discover a wellspring of inner strength we never knew we possessed. We begin to see that we're stronger than we ever imagined, capable of weathering storms that we once thought would break us. We realize that we have the power to choose our response to adversity, to decide how we will let these experiences shape us. This inner strength doesn't come from external validation or material possessions. It comes from within. It's the unwavering belief in our ability to overcome, the deep-seated knowledge that we have the resilience to rise again, stronger than before. As we navigate the challenges of recovery, we may discover hidden talents, untapped potential, and a newfound appreciation for our own resilience. We learn to find strength in vulnerability, to embrace our imperfections, and to trust in our ability to adapt and grow. Throughout history, countless stories have showcased the indomitable spirit of humanity, the remarkable ability to overcome seemingly insurmountable odds. From individuals who have triumphed over personal tragedy to communities that have rebuilt after devastating natural disasters, these stories serve as powerful reminders of our collective resilience. Consider the story of Malala Yousafzai, the young Pakistani activist who was shot in the head by the Taliban for advocating for girls' education. Despite enduring horrific violence, Malala refused to be silenced. She recovered from her injuries, continued her advocacy work, and became the youngest Nobel Prize laureate, inspiring millions around the world with her courage and determination. Or think of the countless individuals who have faced life-altering illnesses, losing limbs, battling cancer, or enduring chronic pain. Yet, despite these immense challenges, they find ways to adapt, to find joy and purpose in their lives, and to inspire others with their unwavering spirit. These stories, both grand and everyday, serve as powerful reminders of the human capacity for resilience. They teach us that even in the darkest of times, the human spirit can find a way to rise, to heal, and to create a new path forward. The journey of overcoming life's toughest battles is not for the faint of heart. It requires courage, resilience, and an unwavering belief in our ability to rise above adversity. But it's a journey that's ultimately worth taking, for it leads to a deeper understanding of ourselves, a stronger sense of purpose, and a profound appreciation for the precious gift of life. Don't let fear hold you captive. Embrace vulnerability, reach out for support, and remember that you are not alone in this journey. Believe in your own strength, trust in your ability to heal, and take those first steps towards reclaiming your life. The path ahead may be long, and there will be bumps along the way. But with each step, with each challenge overcome, you will emerge stronger, wiser, and more resilient than before. you will discover a wellspring of inner strength that you never knew you possessed. A strength that will empower you to face whatever life throws your way. This is your time to rise, embrace the challenge, find your strength, and let your spirit soar. Within each of us lies an unbreakable spirit, a resilience that can withstand life's toughest storms. It's the phoenix within, the spark of hope that refuses to be extinguished, the inner strength that empowers us to rise again, even from the ashes of our most devastating setbacks. Life's journey is not always easy. There will be times when we stumble, when we fall, when we feel lost and uncertain. But it's in these moments of adversity that we discover our true strength, our capacity for compassion, and our unyielding determination to overcome. As we navigate life's challenges, let us remember the stories of resilience that have inspired us, the countless individuals who have faced their own battles and emerged stronger on the other side. Let their courage be our guide, their determination our fuel, their unwavering spirit our inspiration. For within each of us lies the power to rise, to heal, and to create a life filled with purpose and meaning. Embrace your strength, believe in your ability to overcome, and never ever give up on yourself. The phoenix within awaits its moment to soar.